So this Q&A is about how I make my videos, my ambitions and experiences in doing so, who I personally watch on YouTube, and what advice I'd give to aspiring creators. Sorry it's taken me so long to do. I think I asked you for your questions well over a month ago, and there were 200 or 300 of them, so I've narrowed it down to ones which align with this particular theme. I will try to answer a lot more in upcoming videos. First question, how long does it take to animate the words for each video? It's surprisingly quick. So first of all, I keep all the letters very organised in a divided box like this. I've got everything labelled and it just means I can find the letters quickly and that I'm not wasting any time. Next, I set the words up. I'm going to demonstrate with the second question. Felix Heath asks, can you spell my name using Scrabble letters? So to film that, like I said, I set everything up how I want it first. Then I actually film it backwards. The reason I do it backwards is that if I did it forward, adding a letter each time, it would be really hard to space it correctly and make it look good. So I remove the last letter, take a photo and repeat this. Once it's done, it looks like this. Then I reverse it so it appears correct, adjust the timing to fit with my voiceover, and add a typewriter sound effect. Next question, how did you do the stop motion globe spinning on the travel journal? So this is a bit more complex. First of all, I take a load of photos of a real globe spinning. I print them out, so I have 23 individual photos that together create an animation, and then I trace over them in black pen. So now I have an accurate hand-drawn animation of a globe spinning. This is a type of animation called rotoscoping. Next, I photocopy this onto card that looks like the journal cover and cut them out. So now I have 23 card frames. Next, I put the travel journal in position and lock the camera settings on my phone. This is really important because I don't want the exposure or focus changing between photos. I want everything to be as smooth and as seamless as possible. So I take 23 photos of the journal cover as a sort of baseline. Next, I put the first card frame over the top and take a photo of that, repeating this for all 23 of them. So now I have something that looks like this. 23 ordinary pictures, and then 23 pictures of the globe spinning. Now it's time to open Final Cut and edit the two together. So I cut out the globe animation and put it on top of the original 23 pictures. This takes forever. There's no easy way to do this, no shortcuts, it just takes a lot of time, but it looks really cool. I hope that all made sense. Can we get a setup tour at some point? Yeah, definitely. In a couple of weeks I'm actually moving rooms, and I want to make a video about setting it all up in the first place, talking you through all the practicalities and ergonomics of the layout, and what I use and how I film everything. I'll go through stop motion in much greater detail, and I'm really looking forward to that video. Do you have a job other than YouTube? So last year I worked in a travel money bureau, and as you can probably guess, I absolutely loved that job. I got to talk to customers about their travels, and play around with most of the world's currencies every day. I even got blisters from counting so much money. But since the start of January, I've been lucky enough to be able to make YouTube videos as a job. And it's gone incredibly well so far. Since then I've doubled my subscribers. I'm now about to hit 100k, and this really is my dream job. I couldn't be happier. That said, all of the money I make I put back into the channel. I spend a lot of money on props or things that I buy specifically for the videos. It all really adds up. I obviously spend a fortune on banknotes, and I spend a lot on travel as well. For instance, I'm currently filming a series about Europe that's going to come out this summer. And then the biggest expense recently has been the PO box. Whilst the postcards themselves were surprisingly cheap to print, I've spent in excess of £500 posting them all around the world. In a couple of weeks I am going to be launching a Patreon. I'm not going to be all in your face about it, but a lot of people have asked about it previously. The idea is just that with more money, I can make these videos bigger, better and more entertaining and ambitious. Do you get any help filming your videos? So yeah, Danielle helps with filming when we're out and about. So suppose we're at Kew Gardens. I film on my camera and give Danielle my phone to film on, or vice versa. She tends to get footage or shots I wouldn't normally think of, and it's really helpful having that second perspective. Also, a video like building Reggie's bridge, a lot of the footage actually has me in it, doing stuff. so either she's filming or the camera's on a tripod. The stop motion is all me though. I'm very particular and obsessive, and can only really work alone. Do you have a favourite YouTuber? So I have quite a few, and I want to start with some smaller YouTubers who I really love, and it would mean the world to me if you could check them out. I will link them all in the description. Probably my favourite channel on YouTube is called Adventures in Life. It's these two British guys who went travelling. They're really funny videos, really creative videos, and they're full of really clever moments and ideas. They've not uploaded in over a year, and I'm not sure if they ever will again, but there's about 20 or 25 videos that are just some of the very best on YouTube. There's a guy called Andrew Made a Film who I came across quite recently. Again, very unique and very clever videos. They're well edited, he has some really fantastic ideas, and they're just very compelling to watch. It's clear we've both been inspired by the same people, and so it's really cool to see that realised in a new and exciting way. I'm also a huge fan of Born Adventures, a South African couple who make videos that are more like short films, about running, travel, dogs, motorcycles, astronomy, just any adventures they get up to. The videos are all narrated and they're beautifully shot and crafted. You should definitely check their channel out. In terms of bigger YouTubers, I love Pecos Hank. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but he's a storm chaser and makes these amazing videos about weather, and quite a few videos about reptiles too. I love JJ McCullough, a Canadian guy who makes videos fairly similar to mine, not in terms of style, but about similar topics. There's videos about money and flags and countries and culture, and a lot of videos about Canada and Canadian politics, which I previously knew nothing about, and am now fascinated by. I've said before, but I really love Casey Neistat, Austin McConnell, Tom Scott, Pomplamoose, and yeah, that seems like a good overview. What advice would you give to aspiring content creators? So this is so important. Be original and be creative. I know that sounds really ambiguous, but you've got to do something no one else is doing, or in a way that's new and creative. Quality over quantity every time. The other thing I think is super important is enthusiasm. Make videos you personally love about subjects you really love, otherwise it's just not going to be your best work. Enthusiasm is addictive, and if you're enthusiastic about what you're talking about, other people will be too. Like I've said, I'll answer a ton more questions in a future video, and if you're still here watching, thanks for sticking around until the end.